Warning: the content in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing shared here should be considered financial advice. Trading futures, stocks, or any financial instrument involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. I highly recommend consulting a financial advisor and starting with paper trading, simulation, and doing your own research before risking real money. All right, greetings everybody. This is A-Team Traded Strategies welcoming you to Tuesday overnight session. So we had another day. Our trade worked out well last night that we held at the very last. I'll show you here in a second. But first, let me mark off the previous day's high and the previous day's low. So the previous day, we ended up a little higher. Oh, no. Yeah, we ended up a lot higher. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, we're way up here. So right now we are in the range of the previous day's high and low. Let's see, high 599125. We're off just about a point here. So 599125 right here. So we see that. And let's see what the low is. It's 590925. That is quite a range, isn't it? Alrighty. So let's go back to our 5 minute. And then we'll take you. Oh yeah, but first, well here, I'll show you. Show you the trade that I held overnight. The YOLO trade. Hey, sometimes you just gotta do it, you know. It's like if you know you're right, it's just you're out of time. You just still don't want to miss out on a big winning trade. Alright. So we're showing executions. Where was yesterday's trades at? We are logged in, right? Maybe we're not logged in. To our paper trading account. Nope, we're not. So we'll go ahead. As you can see, we're up 33.82. We were pretty negative last night, but ultimately we won. So we bought in over here. 6 buys at 5927. All right, we were in some pain for a little bit, and I had to go to sleep overnight. But in the morning, when I sold, we were up 5941. So 5927, so about a 20-point swing, just about, a little less than 20 points. And that was quite a good profit there. And I'll show you the trade when I exited this morning before I went to work. I could have just held, but I decided to go ahead and cash it out, you know, take the profit when you see it. So it was a $4,200 gain. We could have held on probably to hit our 10K milestone. But what would be the fun in that, right? So let's just go ahead and mark off some levels real fast. Wrong line. We want the horizontal line. We'll mark off some key levels here. Alright, right there. Right there. And one more right here. Just about. And we'll mark off right here. Okay. So now let's look at our RSIs from larger to greatest. On the daily, we're probably going to be overbought. Yeah, we're still up in the overbought range. Let's turn off our executions. There we are. But we are getting close to this supply zone, folks. So once we're busted up into here, it's only a matter of 165 before we're up into the all-time highs. Whether we're going to get there this week or not, probably not this week. We would need some pretty major moves up. But I wouldn't doubt it before the 15th that we will be peaking at a new all-time high. And then I would expect a drastic pullback really fast to this level or to this level, just down here somewhere before we bounce back up. All right, so overbought on the daily, 4 hours towards the overbought, 1 hour very overbought, 45 minute, a little less, so 5 minute. All right, so I guess we'll be looking for a short here. We're pretty close to the previous high of day right now. So what we will, and we are at the top of the VWAP. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and go in short for 1. Not 6, but 1. There you are. First trade of the night. And we'll see how it goes. We'll DCA into the previous high of day. If we need to. All right. Now we just sit and wait. So just to let you know my initial plan, I will add 2 here for 3, and then I will add another 3 for 6 up here. I don't think we're going to be pushing up into the supply zone anytime soon. We didn't make it there during the New York session, so I don't expect at the beginning of the overnight Asian session to go ahead and push up into there just yet. We may open up over there. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we'll see what happens tonight. If we get a big drop real quick, I will be ready to close out the short real fast. Because if we do have a big drop too fast, then you know that same player from last night, they're going to be buying again. So that's what we're looking out for. All right, so my strategy is to just hold on to this one contract as long as I can. So let's see here. Oh, that's the 1 hour. Let's go back to the 5 minute. We have 32 seconds left on this candle. So as soon as this candle finishes, I think I'm just going to... Actually, I'm going to do it now. I'm just going to bring my stop right to the VWAP. Right there, 25. So this is a win anyway. And if it jumps back up real fast, it gets me out, I will just go ahead and go back in for a short. But my theory is, since we're so overbought on the 1 hour, we're going to be dipping. We're going to be dipping before we go back up again. Just like last night. I don't see anything playing out different from last night. The only thing that will stop us out is that whale. But if that whale comes in, starts ripping it up, I am going to go ahead and DCA in. 6 max, short. And I'm going to stick with this plan. I'm not going to change my mind like I did last night. So, not going to let the stream affect me here. The other stream. Good guys, but I'm not going to let them affect me this time. Because I did last night, and I wound up giving a lot back. So, I'm going to hang tight. Okay, we got stopped out for a win. And we're just going to go right back in. And I'm not going to leave a stop. I'm going to DCA right here. Right here. And then right here. Because we are still extremely overbought on the 1 hour. See? See how that's all green right there? It shows me we got nowhere to go right now except for down. So, let's see what happens. You know what? Shoot. I might go ahead and put in a sell limit. That way we don't miss that again. Right here. Right there. I don't want to just. Yeah, it went up there, pulled back real quick, but if I do that, it's not going to maximize my position here. So I'm going to leave that right where it's at. And they will be in for 3 short. And we'll just pre-plan all this, right? Actually, the real level will be right there. And then we're going to go ahead and put another sell 3. Sell 3 limit right here. And we're good. So that's 1, 3, 6 contracts max. And we'll put a stop. Nah, no stop. We don't need a stop. I'm confident this is going to be dropping lower. So eventually. Just depends on how long. Uh-oh, no, we don't want that out of here. We don't want that. There we go. Okay. Whew. That was almost a big mistake there. Okay, we let it sit, right? Either we hold this one contract and just let it ride down, or we add more and for a bigger potential profit. But see, that's how I trade, right? I trade in ranges. I don't like just picking one spot, putting a short stop, because I lose often that way. So I found. But this way has worked out for me so far. And you know what? If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Whatever. We reset and we try again. So if I was doing this with my prop firm account, I would probably just do 1, 2, 4. But that's quite a range, so I don't know. We'll just have to figure it out. Maybe only 2, like 1, and then add 2 more up here. That's how I would work that probably. And then just play that range. You know, this is my short position. Where's my target? Probably down here somewhere. All right. And that's how I'm practicing. This is the system I've been developing. You know, as I've gone along, I've seen that this method actually works out better for me and my style. Just using the RSI, the volume profile, see where the the action is at, and just marking off key levels and looking at volume and momentum. That's all. All right, folks. So it got us over there. Now we're in for 3. I'm not going to freak out because just as fast as it goes up, just as fast as it goes down. So even if it hits up here, I'm comfortable with 6. That would be even better because it's even further drop down and we'll be making more profit on it. So this is the time when it starts to get crazy. 6 p.m. right here. Ba-bam. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm in the money on this trade. I'm just going to be looking for a drop down. I'm just looking at the RSI right now. When it drops down to 70, well, in the 60s, I'll be looking for an exit. All right. And once it gets down to the 60s, I will go to the 5 minute and see if that's overbought or oversold. Will probably be oversold, I imagine. Yeah. When this RSI gets back into the range here, I'll probably just be getting out and just call it a night. Just do a one trade night. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this sell limit here. I don't think we're going to the previous high of day anytime soon. So, shorter night, but profitable, right? And let's see. Where will we be? Where will we be? We will be at 104,293. So 239.50. So we'll at least be where we were, up about 5K. Close to it anyway. Just 1K off about. But who knows? Maybe this has a lot more to go. I just don't know yet. But what I don't want is a pop up. So, yeah, I'm not going to move my stop yet. Because if it just shoots up, it stops me out here, then I'm done. Okay, there it goes. That was a good drop. So, I'm thinking after a drop like that, we'll just be consolidating a little bit. Oversold on the 5 minute. Thinking the next level. Yeah, I'm thinking we could. Nah, we're gonna be out here. Nah, I just don't know. I don't know. All right, tell you what. If this has a lot of momentum, we're gonna lock this in at 1,000, 1,100. Okay, 1,100 trade, but we're just gonna trail it now, and we're gonna see. All right, folks, that's 1,100. Been waiting all night for that drop. Um, was an earlier night tonight, but nobody watches these sessions anyway. So I'm gonna call it. That's my last trade. I have a feeling if I trade again, I will be losing, or I'll be in a bad position for the night. So, with that said, this is A Team Trading Strategies signing off.